Every time you fill up your gas tank, book flight, or trade in crypto, you're touching something tied to the US dollar. But what if I told you that the dollar, the global king of currencies, might be slowly losing its crown? In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most pressing economic questions of our time. Is the US dollar actually losing its global power? Or is that just internet? Let's break down the numbers, the geopolitics, and the quiet moves. The US dollar has been the undisputed heavyweight in the global financial system. 58% of global currency reserves are held in dollars. Almost every international deal from oil to aircraft is priced in US, and trillions of dollars move daily through systems like SWIFT, heavily dominated by American financial networks. In other words, when the world does business, it speaks dollar. Things get interesting. You may not see it on the surface, but beneath the system, countries are slowly pulling away. De-dollarization. Real movement. Countries like Russia, China, and Iran have actively reduced their dollar exposure. They're settling trade in local currencies, moving gold into reserves, and building new payment systems that don't involve the U.S. at all. Imagine a financial world where the U.S. dollar isn't the default. That's exactly what some China is not hiding its ambitions. With the SIPS system, a rival to SWIFT, and currency swap deals with over 30 countries, it's pushing the yuan a serious alternative, especially in energy trade. Even though it makes up only 2.3% of global reserves, the trend is upward and strategic. Sanctions and a backlash. Here's the irony. The U.S. used the dollar's dominance to enforce global sanctions, but that power play pushed affected nations to build escape routes. Countries under sanctions like Russia have turned to the yuan, gold, and crypto. In 1999, the dollar made up 71% of global reserves. Today, it's down to under 59%. That's not collapse, but it is a clear downward trend. By comparison, the euro sits around 20%, the yen and pound together about 10%, and the Chinese yuan still less than 3%. So yes, the dollar is slipping, but no one else is close to staying power. Here's why it's still holding the throne. Trust and stability. Global markets still trust us, courts, contracts, and the Fed more than they trust authoritarian systems or emerging markets. A massive capital markets. The US offers the deepest, most liquid bond market on earth. If you're central bank or pension fund, you want treasuries. No true replacement. Yet the euro is limited via EU fragmentation. Yuan is shackled by China's capital controls, and cryptocurrencies not ready for prime time. It's like being the lead actor in shaky movie. The performance might be slipping, but the audience heading into multi-currency world. The dollar won't vanish, but it may share the spotlight. US dollar still dominant. Euro strong in Europe and some global trade. Yuan rising, especially in Asia and Africa. Digital currencies, wild cards with long-term potential. It's not about collapse, it's about not entirely. But the monopoly is cracking and the competition is warming up. The real story isn't about fall, it's about shift. And that shift could reshape global economics in the next decade. Thanks for watching. If global finance is your thing, this is just the beginning.